Right now, as you're watching this, you're carrying around a lie about yourself, a lie so deep, so embedded in your thinking, that you don't even question it anymore. The lie that you're not brave enough, not strong enough, not smart enough to create the life you truly want. But what if I told you that neuroscience has shattered this lie? What if I told you that Harvard researchers have proven you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think? Would you believe me? Or would you let that voice in your head convince you otherwise? Here's what most people don't understand. Your brain is wired to underestimate your capabilities. It's not your fault, it's evolution. For thousands of years, our ancestors survived by being cautious, by assuming they couldn't handle threats, by playing it safe. Your brain inherited this programming, and it's been lying to you ever since. But here's what changes everything. Modern neuroscience has discovered that your brain's assessment of your capabilities is wrong. Dr. Amy Cuddy at Harvard Business School spent years studying human potential, and what she found will blow your mind. When people were put in situations that required courage, their brains released chemicals that made them braver than they ever imagined possible. When they faced challenges that demanded strength, their bodies accessed reserves of power they didn't know existed. When they encountered problems that needed intelligence, their minds connected dots in ways that surprised even them. The research is clear. You have capabilities that you've never accessed, strengths that you've never tapped, intelligence that you've never unleashed. But here's the problem. Most people never discover this because they listen to the wrong voice. They listen to the voice that says you can't, instead of the voice that says, what if you could? They listen to the voice that says you're not ready, instead of the voice that says you'll figure it out. They listen to the voice that says you don't have what it takes, instead of the voice that says you have everything you need. And that voice, that limiting voice, is not telling you the truth. Let me share something that will change how you see yourself forever. Stanford University conducted a study with over 5,000 participants. They wanted to know what happens when people are forced to act braver than they feel. What they discovered was revolutionary. When people acted with courage, despite their fear, their brains literally rewired themselves. New neural pathways formed, confidence chemicals increased, self-doubt patterns weakened. But here's the most incredible part. The participants didn't just feel braver, they actually became braver. Their capacity for courage expanded. Their tolerance for risk increased. Their willingness to take action skyrocketed. The same thing happened with strength. When people pushed themselves beyond what they thought they could handle, their bodies adapted, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally too. They discovered reserves of resilience they never knew existed. They found power in places they never looked. They accessed strength that had been dormant their entire lives. And with intelligence, the results were even more shocking. When people tackled problems they thought were beyond their capabilities, something amazing happened. Their brains created new connections. Their problem-solving abilities expanded. Their creative thinking exploded. They didn't just solve the problems, they solved them in ways that surprised everyone, including themselves. Here's what this means for you. Right now, in this moment, you have untapped reserves of courage waiting to be activated. You have hidden wells of strength waiting to be accessed. You have dormant intelligence waiting to be awakened. But you'll never discover these capabilities if you keep listening to the voice that tells you you're not enough. So how do you access this hidden power? First, you need to understand that courage isn't the absence of fear. It's action in the presence of fear. Every time you act despite being scared, you're building your courage muscle. Every time you do something that scares you, you're proving to your brain that you're braver than it thought, and your brain responds by making you actually braver. Second, you need to know that strength isn't just physical, it's mental, emotional, spiritual. Every time you push through when you want to quit, you're building strength. Every time you choose growth over comfort, you're accessing power you didn't know you had. Every time you persist when others give up, you're proving you're stronger than you seem. Third, you need to realize that intelligence isn't fixed, it's expandable. Every time you learn something new, you're literally growing your brain. Every time you solve a problem you've never faced before, you're increasing your intelligence. Every time you think in ways you've never thought before, you're becoming smarter than you think. But here's the key. You have to act first, and the feelings will follow. You can't wait to feel brave before you act with courage. You can't wait to feel strong before you do something that requires strength. You can't wait to feel smart before you tackle something that challenges your intelligence. You have to act as if you already are who you want to become, and your brain will make it true. This is called embodied cognition, and it's one of the most powerful discoveries in modern psychology. When you act brave, your brain makes you braver. When you act strong, your brain makes you stronger. When you act smart, your brain makes you smarter. Your actions literally reshape your identity. So here's what I want you to do. Right now, today, this week, I want you to do one thing that requires more courage than you think you have. Apply for that job, start that business, have that conversation, take that risk, not because you feel ready, but because acting will make you ready. I want you to do one thing that demands more strength than you think you possess. Take on that challenge, push through that obstacle, carry that burden, lift that weight. Not because you feel strong enough, but because doing it will make you strong enough. I want you to do one thing that requires more intelligence than you think you have. Learn that skill, solve that problem, create that solution, figure that out. Not because you feel smart enough, but because attempting it will make you smart enough. Because here's the truth that will set you free. You don't have to be perfect to start, but you have to start to become perfect. You don't have to feel brave to act with courage, but you have to act with courage to become brave. You don't have to feel strong to do strong things, but you have to do strong things to become strong. You don't have to feel smart to think intelligent thoughts, but you have to think intelligent thoughts to become smart. The research is overwhelming. The evidence is undeniable. The science is clear. You are braver than you believe. You are stronger than you seem. You are smarter than you think. But you'll never know it until you prove it to yourself. And the only way to prove it is to act like it's already true. So stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for confidence. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start acting like the brave, strong, intelligent person you already are. Because that person isn't who you might become someday. That person is who you are right now. You just haven't met them yet. But today, that changes. Today you discover the truth about who you really are. Today you access the power that's been waiting inside you all along. Today you become the person you were always meant to be. If this message moved you, I'd appreciate a like, subscribe, and follow this channel for more daily life empowerment. And leave a comment. What's one brave action you're going to take this week to prove you're stronger than you think? Share in the comments. Ignite the conversation. Let's uplift each other.